Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So I'm sure you guys all heard the cool news about Masters of the Universe Tuesday. I'll make a separate video about that later. Right now I just needed to get this figure open, so I figured I'll do a quick video of opening this mutant skeleton warrior of Skeletor, and then also take a look at the slime pit that's inside as well. So let's go ahead and set these 2000X figures aside. And let's take a look at the slime pit. Alright, so here's the box, the slime pit. And it was pretty cool because we got a mutant action figure in there, a mutant warrior. And then as you rotate it around, the back of the box shows other figures in the line and how to use the slime pit. And it was kind of cool, you know, there's all kinds of really cool stuff with the slime pit. Hey, Mike Fee, thanks for joining me. So there are some other figures in the line. It includes a small vat of slime. Hopefully my slime is not opened up. We'll see. So let's go ahead and break this thing open. Oh, something wrong with my video player. I decided to try out a Casper mattress and Hey, Steven. Yep, doing good, man. Hey, Matthew, thanks for joining us. So, there wasn't really a whole lot of box art like we're used to seeing at the 80s, but some cool stuff. I mean, we still had some cool designs of box art on there at the time. So, kind of fun. Now, if you remember in the cartoon, we've seen these monsters more than once. We saw ones that were dry and ones that were coated with slime. And then the slime ones, they finally beat by baking them like clay and then smashing them. But before that, they were undefeatable. And so you could have your slime pit monster come out from the bottom and coat itself perfectly with a layer of slime it can carry around on it. And then it had a really cool blast apart feature, which makes it even more fun. At one time, I used to have a bunch of these. Fred Meyers had a sale, and I ended up with like 7 of these figures. I ended up selling all the, or getting rid of, actually I got rid of most of them. I think I sold them, it wasn't worth shipping them. The actual slime pits themselves, so Goodwill and other places would end up getting them. So, and then after I sold all my slime pit monsters, I thought for sure they were going to make them for classics, so I sold them all, and they never made them for classics. Then I was kicking myself for selling them all because, you know, I had a bunch and they didn't go for very high. And so I was even more annoyed that I didn't get a good price for them on top of selling them all. I should have just kept my slime monsters originally. Oop. It's like stuff's falling out of the back here. How crazy. They store the slime upside down in the container. That just does not seem like a very smart way to store slime inside a toy. So here's the slime, and it is still oopy goopy. So that is cool. I'm going to leave it sealed because I'm hoping that it will last. And then someday I will break open the slime and use it. But not today. Not today. We'll talk about how it all works and how it all goes together. Oop. Alright. It's just a crazy way of packing these boxes. They have all this tape and wires. They just did not want the figures to fall out accidentally, did they? Oh, it's hard to reach over my lights to cut that. Alright. So really I'm opening this for one reason only, and that is the slime mutant. Because I'm working on an old stop motion video I made a long time ago, back in like 2003 when he first got these. And I used to use them a lot of times with my 5.5-inch He-Man figures, just because that way they'd be huge compared to them, and it just fits so much better, I thought. because they were just too small for the 2000X, and of course way too small for Classics. But when I made the video, Classics weren't out yet. All we had was 2000X, and I used some commemoratives. Well, I decided last night to take that old video I have on my YouTube channel and redo it. And so I spent the better part of last night staying up late working on it, trying to get it all done. And then today after work I worked on it too. And I just about got it done. I'll probably release it tonight as a premiere. It's funny because it's under a minute. It's like really short. And so it's kind of funny how short the video is, but yet I've spent so long working on it, trying to remaster it. Increasing the... Look at that. They have the rubber band on him to hold him together so it doesn't blast apart in the box. That rubber band has been stretched for a very long time that it no longer has any elasticity to it. It's just crumbling. Crumbling. Now, I could have sworn these were more yellow. I'm kind of glad they're more white. That's kind of cool. And you can see he's got the guts inside of him. And usually you'd fill his chest full of slime too. And it was fun because I remember when my youngest boy was little, we had a lot of fun filling these up with slime and blasting them apart. Yep, I just have a whole entire baggie full of red guts. I didn't want to lose them, so I didn't put them in there unless we use the slime too. Ugh. There we go. Get rid of that garbage. Boop. Yes. Leo X Rock, I heard the news. I'm going to actually make a video about it later. I just wanted to get this figure open first. I need to get a nice picture of the Mutant Warrior for my thumbnail. So I needed to open this up so I could do that. So, like I said, I was bummed that I sold all my Mutant Warriors. I think I had like 7 of them at one time. And, because, you know, each one to get it, you got to buy a slime pit. So, I bought a ton of slime pits. But like I said, they had a bunch on sale at Fred Meyer's at one time, so I was able to get a bunch. So, my thought was to take this one, and I rebought it just for this purpose, and position him in different positions, like he's attacking and stuff, and then scan him in 3D in those positions. That way then I could have different ones and different poses, and then print them out so they fit Classics size. So that's my idea, is to actually make them taller and bigger. Oh, now they won't be articulated. Oh! Oh, he was killed by the Spirit of Grayskull. That Spirit of Grayskull, I tell you, it is dangerous. All right, so you can see next to a Classics, it just looks like some little, not that scary little creature, like a little troll creature or something. Well, nice. Yes, use your $10 credit on Grizzlar. Very cool. Or you can use your $10 credit on getting a $1, the one you missed out on. Either way, really cool. All right, so let's assemble this. Now it's funny, for a while I kept saving a bunch of these, and one time I got a bunch of slime all over, and it was all dried on the toy and I couldn't get it off. And so I ended up throwing it in the dishwasher. Bad idea. Do not put your slime pit in the dishwasher. It is not a good idea for cleaning it. It actually stained the purple plastic, so I had big old white streaks all over it. And my wife was not happy when she found out that I put it into the dishwasher. She's like, why did you put it in the dishwasher? Now we're going to have that stuff all over the dishes. But it didn't get on any of the dishes or cause any other problems. It just ruined the slime pit. Alright. Now these are supposed to be stairs. If you ask me, these are some pretty steep stairs up to the throne. And I always thought that was kind of weird. I always thought they should have gone like this. That would be narrower stairs. You know, that makes a whole lot more sense. And so if I was ever going to use pieces of this to make other custom pieces, I was going to actually use it this way instead of this way, because this way it's almost more like a ladder than stairs. But, you know, Mattel, I like to keep things small, so that is why. There we go. One last piece. Alright. It is not wanting to go on there. There we go. Dun-da-da! There we go. Sorry for the close-up shot there. Just a little too close for comfort. So, the idea is that this is Skeletor's throne. He just sits up there hanging out, which does not look very comfortable to sit there all day long. And then, if you wanted to, you could put slime in the back here, and then it flows into the top of this to add extra slimage. Now what you do is you fill this little vat full of the slime, and then it stays up here. It might, a little bit might drip through, but not much. And then you have these creatures come up from the bottom, and they burst through the slime. And when they do, it coats them with slime. So now you got a figure that has the slime all coated over him, because you put him through that membrane of slime, and now he's ready for the battle against He-Man or whoever else. Now, it does stink they didn't sell these separately, because only having one, it's kind of hard to have a whole entire army, because in the other episode, there was like thousands of them that all combined together and became a giant bone monster that was fighting Prince Adam, I think, or something. Alright, and the other feature is not only do these go up, is after this is released, they go down. So you're supposed to take and put Skeletor in here, and he falls in, and then once it's released, it then allows the slime pit to work the opposite direction, down instead of just up. So he can put him through the slime. So it has a locking feature back here that then locks, if you can see that or not, that locks those two doors to keep them from going down. Alright, so there you go. There is the slime pit. There is the mutant creature. There is his throne. Ugh. I'm zoomed up way too close. Yeah, the figure is really cool. So let me show you the figure. It has this cool locking feature on its back right here. Depending on which way you shift it, one way locks it, one way unlocks it. And basically, when it's unlocked and you hit the breastplate here, he will blast apart. So you can take and have your He-Man figure, smack it right there. You smack it. I guess this way is unlocked. I had it backwards. So when you hit him, bam, he blasts apart. And his guts go flying everywhere. And usually you fill it full of slime first, so you don't have the entrails end up all lost somewhere. So then if you want to display him, then you have to put the lock on. There you go. And this way locks it. So now the button doesn't do anything. Oops, I left his heart on the ground. Anyway, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. And even next to the 2000X, he's still pretty short. Which was kind of funny, they actually made him so small. But look, next to, I don't have an 80s He-Man out, but I'll pull out a Origins figure. You can see next to Origins, he's about the right height, because his knees are bent too. So you bend his knees like a He-Man used to stand. And that is about the right height. So I used to actually use them with my 5 1/4 figures more than my 2000X. Alright. Let's let He-Man punch him in the chest. Lose your sword, man. Okay, here we go. Oh. Yeah, it's unlocked. Okay, let's try this again. Put your hands up out of the way so you can get a clear shot on that chest. Blam! And there we go. Now to pick up all 5 little guts. 2, 3, 4, 5. And there you go. Now, a lot of times you buy these used, you will find it rusty right around the hinge because people wash them to get the slime out, and the water does not agree with that kind of metal and it rusts really quick. So, all right. Lend me that $10 rebate. Yeah, the slime pit is kind of cool. You know, it's not like the slime pit we're used to seeing from the 80s, but it still is cool. So let me show you what I'm working on. Let's see if I can find it here. Okay. Albums. Mutant Warriors. All right, so this was my old video from forever ago. And it just looks kind of cruddy and stuff. And you guys, I'll leave a link to that later. And then here's the newer video with much higher resolution and smoother frame rate and better sound effects. And what I did was, you can see here that this represents all the sound effects that I had to do for this video. Different, you know, explosions and walking steps and screeches and sword clashes and everything else. So it's going to be premiering tonight. That short little video, this video here, once I have it on there, but it is just going to be way cooler. And you can see all the guys. I think I had 5 when I made it originally, but yeah, only had 5. Didn't have my full 7 yet. What happens when the slime reaches the bottom? So it's hollow on the bottom, and so if I remember right, you just put this back in there like that, and you can catch the slime back in the same original vat that it came in. So that's an easy way to do it. There's no real catch for it, so it just gets all over the place. Like I said, it gets encrusted really bad. The ones I've had in the past have just been a mess to clean up. But the cool feature, like I said, is this door. It opens up from the bottom when so you can push the slime monster through there and have them coated with slime. And then once this is activated, then it pushes down to the top. So you can do both ways. But this way, once this is closed, then it locks it in place and only goes from the bottom up. So then you can have each one come out from the bottom. Oh, then you got to raise one arm up, one arm down, get him through the hole right. And then he'll come out through the slime, and then he'll be slime coated because you put him through the slime to get up here. All right, hopefully I've answered your guys' questions on that. Check out my premiere tonight. I'll probably be doing that video talking about the Moto Tuesday figures in probably a few minutes here if all goes well. I'm going to head downstairs and grab some juice first because I am parched. Anyway, like, subscribe, tell your friends. And my mom hated the slime pit. Slime was all over the place. Couch cushions, eating table, yes. The slime does get everywhere. It gets everywhere, which is why I'm keeping this sealed. So, yeah, I actually prefer the 80s slime pit better. The 80s slime pit was way cooler how it dripped down. I mean, they tried to mimic that by having a hole right here so you could pour slime into there through the top. But it just was such a short distance from the top to the slime vat where it was housed. And then again, so you don't have to use so much slime. They have this floor right here. So it wasn't quite so bad. Yep, this will probably end up inside my snake mountain somewhere, more than likely. See, Mike says getting close to October. This stuff for sale. Nice. Dude, Mike, you are so awesome, man. All right. I will see you guys for the next video. Make sure to tune in tonight for my mutant skeleton warrior battle, Siege of Castle Grayskull. Good journey.